King's Quest II: Romancing the Throne, second game in the series. I said it before, I'll say it again, this is going to be a blind playthrough. I have not played this previously other than 2 seconds of testing. Sir Graham is now King of Daventry. Under his wise rule, Daventry is prosperous. He is loved by his people. Unfortunately, there is a problem. King Graham needs a queen for companionship and to provide an heir to the throne. He has searched high and low for the right maiden, but he remains alone. An idea comes to him. He goes to the magic mirror and looks into its depths. He sees a vision of a quartz tower. To reach it, he must pass through a magic door in the nearby land of Kalima. The scene then changes to show a beautiful girl locked within the tower. Graham now knows what to do. Bravely, he sets off to find the land of Kalima and the beautiful maiden. Right, so I did not read any of that live because it went by way too quickly. Like, you had just enough time to look at the paragraph, start reading before it disappeared. So I've had to do a lot of editing in post. Speaking of editing in post, let's take a look at the manual. Because just like King's Quest 1, there is a ton of stuff here and I think it's all worth reading. So, not going to do the voice. A long, long time ago, when creatures of myth and magic walked the earth openly with lesser morsels, there dwelt in the kingdom of Daventry a king named Graham. He had won the crown by his wit and courage when he went forth to uncover and reclaim the 3 lost treasures of Daventry. Now Graham ruled over the land, with the aid of the mirror that foretold the future, the bottomless treasure chest, and the invincible shield. The people of Daventry prospered under the reign of the kindly monarch. Just 1 year after returning from his first victorious quest, King Graham arose and looked into the mirror as he was wont to do daily. Much to his astonishment, he beheld face of Edward, the king who came before him in the succession. King Edward spoke. "Graham, your kingdom is strong now, thanks to recovery of the 3 treasures and to your wise leadership. But it will soon grow weak again if you do not provide for an heir to the throne. Marry, my son, and give your people a prince that will make their future secure." No mention of a princess, dude? Really? The vision faded. King Graham pondered how he might find a bride fit to reign over Daventry. He consulted with Gervain, his wise prime minister. "She must be good and kind so that she will love my people and they will love her," said Graham. "She must have the wisdom to counsel me in my daily problems and a loving heart to bring me comfort. I wish my queen to glow with an inner beauty of spirit as well as beauty of face and form. Also, I have very high standards." Holy crap. Gervain suggested that Graham host a celebration and invite all the maidens of marriageable age from his whole kingdom. Marriageable age, that is a terrible phrase. He could then observe and converse with the likely candidates and see if any one of them fit his idea of a queen. The invitations were sent out and the whole kingdom turned out for the celebration. From every corner of Daventry, the maidens came. Short and tall, slender and plump, fair and dark, pretty and plain. There were maidens from all stations in life, from dukes and earls' daughters to the village goose girl and the scullery maid from the castle kitchens. They all had but one thing in common. They greatly admired the handsome king and were eager to catch his eye. Word had spread that the king was looking for a bride, and they were all thrilled at the prospect of marrying the charming Graham. For 2 days the celebration wore on, and though he tried to be cheerful, Graham gradually became somber. None of the maidens he had met quickened his pulse. One maid squinted, another tripped over everything in sight, another was too coy, and the one after her giggled constantly. They all had some faults, however small. It was with great relief that Graham saw his guests right away at the end of the celebration. He retired to his room to reflect gloomily. Dude, lower your standards, honestly. My kingdom is home to hundreds of lovely maidens, he mourned. Why is there not one among them who touches my heart and my dreams? I think that's the first punctuation mistake that I've seen. That should be a question mark. Whatever. As he asked a question, there's no question mark there. As he asked a question, King Graham was standing near the magic mirror. He glanced towards it and noticed that the glass had grown inexplicably cloudy. The mist cleared. All at once, King Graham beheld the most beautiful maiden he had ever seen. She had hair of glowing auburn and eyes of midnight blue. Her skin was the colour of rich cream, but alas, no roses bloomed in her cheeks, and the corners of her pretty mouth drooped in sorrow. She was standing at a window, motionless, except for the stray breeze that stirred her hair. A tear fell from one eye and sparkled on her cheek like a diamond on velvet. She put up one hand to brush it away, and Graham was struck by the grace of her movements. The king's heart was suddenly enveloped in a strange fever. He knew that this was the maiden for whom he longed. Really? This was the woman who must be his queen. He wanted to find her and bring a smile to her lovely face. He wanted to take her in his arms and protect her from trouble forevermore. Eagerly, he consulted the magic mirror. "Oh, mirror wise," said Graham, "I have vowed to make this maiden my bride. Where may I find her?" The mirror clouded again, and a voice was heard. "This is the maiden Valenice. She is from the kingdom of Kalima, and is known for her goodness, no less than her beauty. The jealous crone Hagatha whisked Valenice away to an enchanted land, and imprisoned her in a quartz tower, guarded by a ferocious wild beast. I must rescue her or die in the attempt," declared King Graham. "How may I find this enchanted land?" "You must travel to the kingdom of Kalima," said the mirror. "There you may search for the keys which unlock the 3 doors to the enchanted land." The voice faded and the mirror cleared. Graham stared at his own reflection. Vainly did he call for its return, to give him more clues to the whereabouts of the magic keys. Finally, he shouldered his provisions and set out on his quest of love. Oh my god, I don't know how to feel about this one. Only you, my bold adventurer, have the power to finish this tale. Accompany King Graham on his quest to find the magic keys, encounter characters of legend, folklore and fantasy, explore underground caverns, eerie towers and ocean wonderlands. Help him rescue the enchanted maiden so he can lay his kingdom and his heart at her feet. That's a breaking heart story if there ever was one. You will be faced with challenges that would intimidate those of lesser timber. Summon all your strength and courage, leave no stone unturned, no avenue unexplored, and your perseverance will be richly rewarded. It may be possible to find each key through more than one avenue. The more imaginative your solutions, the greater your reward. That's a bit disturbing, but okay. Study all the ancient laws for clues. Along the way, collect as many treasures as you can. Treasures fit for a queen. We've got a bottomless chest back at Daventry, for Christ's sakes. Map your progress. Yeah, I'm not going to read that out. And on the right, the road you must travel is long and perilous. It is beset by many dangerous beings, both mythical and magical. You must have the wisdom to know when to stand and fight, and when to flee from superior strength. But take heart. You may receive help in unexpected places. Go now and remember that true love conquers all. I'll play a long game. I'll probably really enjoy this, but I can't say I like this framing device. So yeah, that's King's Quest 2. We are looking for a bride. We saw someone in a mirror. We said that, yep, I've seen hundreds of other people, but she's the one. She'll do. She hasn't said anything to us at all. She just looks very pretty. King Graham is a very shallow man, very clearly. Alright, that's the intro done. It was so awkward with all the editing that I had to do at the very start that I've actually made this into its own little recording session. And as of this particular sentence, I'm now recording in a new session. I would actually like to start playing the game now. We're on a beach. What do we have up here? King's Quest II was designed by Roberta Williams. Nothing else. That looks very similar. We've lost jump and duck by the looks of it. We can still swim using the equals button. I assume I can also type in swim. Needs to be in the water in order to swim. Yep, that makes sense. What else do we have? Do we have anything? We're carrying nothing. We did not come prepared. I did not have a joystick. Again, I've got no idea how this pause menu works, but it's fine. We have fastest. And it is actually limited. It is not CPU bound. If you don't know what I mean by that, go look at my Police Quest 1 playthrough, the very first video where we were trying to wander around in the Lisbon Police Departments on fastest, and it did not end well. Alright, let's have a look. The glittering white sand of the beach feels warm from the sun. The azure water of the ocean laps up to its edge. Look at that. I'm so happy, chat. You've got no idea. Look at beach. Look at ocean. The calm water of the clear blue ocean looks inviting. Okay, we'll go swimming in that very shortly. Path. What about this tree? The leaning palm trees sway in the ocean breeze. Can I climb the tree? There are nothing but green coconuts in the palm trees, and the trees are too slippery to climb. Green coconuts, huh? I want a coconut. The plants grow well in the moist sea air. I would think it's too salty for that. Rock? The rocks are the usual sort of rocks. Nothing special. Okay, we don't get many types of rocks as per the first game. The ground, the sky. Nothing special. Okay. Once again, I'm drowning. It looks inviting, but we are drowning here. I need to swim. Okay, I can go left into the ocean. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Excuse me? I can't do that. Not right now. You can't do that, at least not now. We saw that message previously. You're seriously telling me I can't look around here? Very strange. The clear blue ocean is very calm. You look out over its vastness, seeing nothing but endless water. How did we get here? We came to Kalima somehow, presumably via boats because we're on a beach, but there is no sign of how we actually got here. You are so far out to sea, you have no chance of ever getting back. You can no longer swim. Swim. Hold breath. We did. Oh my god, once again, it's so apologetic. Ken and Roberta Williams wish to thank you for playing King's Quest 2. We are very sorry that you did not succeed and hope you will fare better next time. Good luck. That is exactly the same message as last time, except that Ken and Roberta are talking directly to us. Okay, so I can go how far out? 1, 2. I die on the third screen out, and it's pretty much instant. I'm going to have to make a map. Ooh. So assuming the map retains the same grid structure of the original game, we are 2 out to the left and the coast is just over here. Can I tell how large the map is? That looks interesting over there. So this is where we start. Right, so unless I've miscounted, and unless the game plays some tricks on me later, the map looks like it is 6 tiles tall, 6 screens tall. I'm not sure how wide it is though. Let me start drawing my map, and I think I will put some more screenshots of my maps into this edit. That is something that I definitely regret doing about the King's Quest 1 playthrough. I didn't take enough photos of my maps as I was developing them, so I'll put something in here now. It's probably going to look like trash. I'll definitely clean it up as the playthrough continues, but for now, this is my thought process. I think I might have miscounted. I'm on the start screen there. If I turn right here, I'm not back at the start. Okay, I think I need a 7th box here. So I just want to confirm before I go any further that if I go 2 screens to the left, I'm safe. But I've got 7 options to go left from here. All of the ones that I've tried so far lead to instant death. And I would like to confirm that that is the case for all of these screens, just in case there is a delightful little troll hiding here. I know these games, chat. Okay, that's 3. Can't move the mouse over there because I need to keep loading my game over here. Oh my god. Okay, that's 4. That's 5. That is 6. Don't worry, we'll be doing the same thing in King's Quest 4. And unless I made a mistake, that is 7. Okay. I've learned nothing, so I may as well just restart and try something else. So on this screen, I don't see anything interesting other than maybe this coconut tree. And maybe this rock. Can I lift the rock? Can I move the rock? The rocks are too large and heavy. Nothing else is jumping out at me here. Take plants? You cannot get the plants, at least not now. I would say that's a hint, but honestly we get too many vague messages like that. Hide in plants. Alright, let's take a look at the coast. That's exactly the same thing. Okay, nothing's jumping out at me here. A little bit tricky to navigate there. That rock on the right looks sus. There is a large rock in the ocean a short way from shore. Small waves lap at the edges. Which rock are you talking about? In the ocean, a short way from the shore. You're talking about this rock here. Climb rock? The rocks along the ocean are too dangerous to climb. It's unusual that it's pointing out that rock. Let me make a note of that. Okay, moving on. This looks like it's hiding something. Nothing special about the cliff. Looks like we have a log. You notice a pretty clamshell lying on the sandy beach. I did not see that there. That's it right there, I assume. I saw the log first. What about the log? Nothing special about the log. Alright, fine. Alright, let's take it. Is there a pearl inside? No. When you pick up the clamshell, you notice that there was a sparkling sapphire and diamond bracelet under it. What are the odds of that? Okay, let's take a look at you. This is just an ordinary clamshell. There doesn't seem to be anything special about it. Is there really nothing inside it? You open the clamshell and discover that it is empty. There is nothing special about it. Okay. We're not carrying the necklace. I want to look at it before I pick it up in case, it curses me or something. Excuse me? Bracelet. Ugh. I apologize. I chose the wrong word, and in the process, I think I spoiled that we're going to find a necklace. Damn it. There is a beautiful diamond and sapphire bracelet lying in the sand. Okay, that's bracelets. The bracelet looks like it would fit a small wrist. It is a circlet of diamonds surrounded by beautiful blue sapphires. Can I put it on? The glittering bracelet is too small for your manly wrist. Ugh. Okay, well, we found 2 items. Once again, that rock looks suspicious. Can I get back up there? Not easily. I can't go down here, I've got to sort of walk around. Okay, we have what looks like a fork or a trident here. You notice a rusty trident lying in the grass. I just want to look at it before I pick it up in case it's dangerous. You pick it up and carry it with you. We have a weapon. The trident is rusty and corroded. It looks somewhat like a pitchfork. Indeed. Those plants. Nothing there. We have a whole bunch of rocks here. So many rocks that I think we can't actually get through here. Never mind, we totally can. And then this should take me back to the start. Can I swim through that little gap there? I can. So dinky. Okay, so that is the first column filled in. I assume the map is going to be similar in that it's a grid shape and that we don't get any weirdness going on, but I would like the game to surprise me just once. Let's go over to the right. Many trees shade your way as you journey through the land of Kalima. Also, I apologize if I pronounce it as Kalima or Kalmyra. I did install the VGA version very quickly and listen to part of the intro, just so I can get the pronunciation. It is definitely Kalima. At least that was their interpretation anyway, so I'm trying to go with that. I apologize if I mispronounce it. There is plenty of green grass throughout the countryside of Kalima. This is a heavily wooded area. It would be easy to get lost among the trees. No. Many flowers beautify these woods. You have better things to do than to dilly-dally around picking flowers. King Graham? Ladies like flowers. Just saying. You see a low, white fence. Well, I don't think we can ignore that. Ooh. We are in front of a house. The cozy cottage is located in a thick wood. A patio shades the front entrance, and flowers adorn a window box. Oh. I'm already intimidated by that. It was a while before I found the cottage in King's Quest 1. I found one here immediately, and I am intimidated. There's about 12 things we can do here right now, and I'm not sure that I want to just yet. Let me keep going east. Let me just see how wide this map seems to be. Similar thing, okay. Nothing of interest here. That sound effect though. Looks like this might be a church of some sort. No. This is an old monastery. The monks living here often help travellers in need. What's their opinion on marriage at first sight? I'm not sure, and I'm not sure if that's a question we should be asking. Look at the monastery. Actually, I didn't look at the cottage, so let's just pass by this for now. We've got a lot here. Okay, I can't even walk off the screen and take notes at the same time without a fairy interrupting us. What the hell? A beautiful fairy floats down from the sky. Can I look at the fairy? This might be a random event. The pixie-like fairy has golden blonde hair, translucent wings, and an endless supply of fairy dust. Are we going to go flying? The kind and beautiful fairy tells you that she is there to help you with your quest. Really? I don't trust her. I've never met any fairies in real life that I trust, chat. I accidentally skipped over that line, so I'm hoping that if I just walk this way, she's not going to show up now. What have you got for me? The fairy starts to sprinkle fairy dust on you. Good King Graham, I am here to help you, she says. I give you a protective spell against certain evil elements, but beware, for it lasts only a short time. That is identical to what our fairy godmother gave us in King's Quest 1, just next to the carrot patch. It's a protective spell. Okay, let me write that down. And there she goes. Okay, let me restart. I'll come back here with the items because I realize I'm missing my stuff. Back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. Let me actually start making some saves. I can get off that screen without triggering the fairy. Good to know. We have the backside of the monastery. Same thing. The monastery door is made of very thick wood held together by iron bars. I'll check that out later because again, I just want to see the extent of the map. And that might be it there. Okay. So not counting the ocean squares, it looks like this might be a 7x7 map. Ah, there's our fairy again. I can't even look, talk with you, take notes, and do anything else without a fairy interrupting us. No thank you. Will you come back if you will? Okay. The fairy is not exclusively on the square to the left, and well, she might even turn up here. She has. I'm being accosted by a fairy, chat. Alright, well, I think we'll let her do her business. Let's take a look here. A deep chasm wanders off to the north. Ah, we can't go north. Okay, let me make a note of that. What about this tree, though? There are many lovely pine and spruce trees near these mountains. That tree just looks so lonely there. Nothing special. Can I climb this tree? I have better things to do. Really? Oh, I don't actually, but whatever. So we've got a monastery. We've got some trees. Let's take a look inside the monastery, shall we? It is not necessary to knock at the church door. All are welcome. Okay, it is a church. I was correct the first time. Interesting choice of music. The chapel of the monastery is plain and unadorned. A monk in simple clothing is bent in prayer towards the cross on the altar. The wooden cross is plain and simple. An altar of polished oak supports it. There is a large wooden cross atop the oaken altar. What do we call these? I would call them seats, chat. I don't think we're getting much else out of here. The monk is dressed in a simple, ankle-length robe. A belt of thin leather is tied around his ample waist. He walks on worn sandals. Let's have a chat to him. We are a guest in your country. You speak to the praying monk, but he does not respond. He seems deep in worship. When in Kalima, you kneel near the altar. Bowing your head, you pray. We get points for that. And that actually does something. Wow. The plump monk lifts his head from prayer and seems to notice you for the first time. He stands and asks your name. I think I get an option of what to say here, so... my name is King Graham. The kindly monk explains that he has heard of you and your quest. How? How has he heard of this? That's terrifying. He should not have heard of this. The fairy shouldn't have heard of this. I mean, it's not a secret, but it's not anything that anyone should know. Alright, fine. Here is my cross. There's a lack of quotation marks there. It will protect you from evil, he says. He removes a chain with a silver cross from around his neck and gives it to you. The monk then resumes his prayers. We can get a cross, and we can also get a protective spell. You see a shiny silver cross dangling from a silver chain. Can I put that on? Is it going to petrify me or something? You place the silver cross and chain around your neck and wear it as a necklace. We get points for that as well. That's not the necklace. Can I talk to you again? You speak to the praying monk, but he does not respond. He seems deep in worship. I'll do it again. Nothing new there. Can I say thank you? Thank monk. I don't think that's anything. Yep. Window. Can I look in the window? Can I see the monks doing things? You can see inside when you look in the window. It is hard to see details though. What about if I open the window? The bell atop the monastery is ringing merrily. It's making an awful sound effect. Look at roof. Look at building. Look at window. Nothing new there. I don't think we're going to get anything else out of this. What would you call that on top of the church? Spire or something? Not sure. Okay, let's go check out this cottage. Can I climb the fence? You should do nothing with the fence. Sit on fence? Yep, no fence sitting allowed, chat. Right, so we have a mailbox. The mailbox has the words Grandma's house on it. Can I raise that flag? I'm not sure, but that flag on the side looks sus. Open mailbox. Lo and behold, when you open the mailbox, you see a basket of goodies. I got points for that, and I feel very, very uncertain about this. I'm stealing other people's mail. This is a crime, Sir Graham. Grandma's house. Alright, fine. I wanted to just look at them, but the game's forcing me to take them. There are many good things to eat in the basket of goodies. Eat goodies? Yum yum. The snacks from the goodie basket are sure tasty. And now the basket is empty. The basket of goodies is empty because you ate all of it. Right, we're not going to do that just yet because we lost points. Not because it's the wrong thing to do, but we lost points. Close mailbox. I do not want people to think that I was committing theft. Trees. A patio shades the front entrance and flowers adorn a window box. Box. No. Window. You can see inside when you look through the window. It is hard to see any detail though. That's the same as the monastery. Look at the flowers. Many flowers beautify these woods. I'm talking about the flowers directly in front of you, Graham. What of this? Can I climb this? It looks like this should be climbable. Okay, look at the door. The door of the little cottage is closed. How about I knock on the door? You knock loudly on the door and hear a muffled, "Come in." I've got no idea how that's going to come out until I look in post. Oh, straight away. Wow. Oh dear, a wolf in Grandma's clothing, kinky, is in the bed. Get out of there, fast. I don't think that's the same animation as King's Quest 1, but that's very, very funny. The wolf pounces on you. My, what big teeth he has. Good enough to eat you with, my dear. It begins. Why is the wolf wearing her clothes? Okay, so it took me a moment, but I did have to recall my youth and reading stories and listening to stories and whatnot. We clearly need to find a red hood. Is there anything we can do here? Like find knock. Is this potentially similar to the witch back in King's Quest 1 where she might not be home? Okay, it's not looking promising. Is there anything I can do inside? Let me put it on slowest and we'll take a look around. That is a very funny visual there. Just laying in bed wearing those pink clothes. We have a window, we have a table, we have a cabinet under the text box there, which might be interesting. If I leave, is that thing going to pursue us? Yeah, I don't think this is going anywhere. Oh. Okay, never mind. That's interesting. This is the home of Grandma. Grandma, are you aware that someone else is sleeping in your bed that you probably don't know about? It is comfortably furnished. Frilly curtains cover the windows, flowers are in vases. Grandma is lying on a brass bed in a cloud of pillows and coverlets. Grandma looks pale and weak. She must be ailing. She is dressed in a warm flannel nightgown. White curls peek out from under a flannel nightcap. You get no response from the grandma. Cute game, very cute. Grandma is very weak. Her voice wavers as she says, "Good day, kind sir. I would like to offer you a cup of tea, but as you can see, I am ailing." Okay, what can we steal? Can I help her? Wait, am I missing something? Totally missing something, aren't I? Yeah, I didn't pick up the goodies outside. Maybe we need to give her the goodies. Maybe that will make her feel better. Cabinets or whatever that is. What do we have? We have flowers here. We have portraits, picture. All right, I give up. Vase. What would you call this thing, chat? Okay, there's not much we can do here by the looks of it. The only thing that immediately comes to mind is maybe we can give her what's in the mailbox outside. Maybe we will not save this for our waifu. We'll just give it to the occupants of this house instead. That's crazy though, the fact that you come in here and then half the time there's a fucking wolf in here. Very strange. Can I give you the goodies? I can, but not exactly. Grandma looks at the basket of goodies. "This belongs to my granddaughter," she declares. "You ought to return it to her." Okay, so I don't immediately see anything to do here. I would love to make a cup of tea for you, but I cannot. So that is roughly what my map looks like right now. I'll redo this shortly, but that gives you the general idea. We've got a 7x7 grid on the right-hand side of the ocean. And it's very cramped on the right-hand side, so I'll probably get halfway through it and then say screw it. I'll redraw the whole thing and go from there. Spooky. Actually, let's go left first. Let me check out the next column now that I know how wide the map is. We have a little lake. Oh. Speaking of, okay, whatever. What is this? It appears you have run into Little Red Riding Hood. She looks a little troubled. Once again, I object to this. How does the game know, or how does King Graham know in the land of Daventry who Little Red Riding Hood is? Talk to Hood. Get no response from the Hood. Do I have to type out the whole thing? There we go. Girl works. I am not typing that whole thing in. Little Red Riding Hood is a sweet little girl. She has long blonde locks peeking out from her red cape and hood. Talk to girl. This is harder than it looks. Tearfully, Little Red Riding Hood explains that someone stole her basket of goodies while she was picking a bouquet of flowers. Could you please help her find it? I assume that's what we're holding, but why was it in the mailbox? Gratefully, Little Red Riding Hood accepts the basket of goodies. In return, she gives you her bouquet of flowers. And she's dancing now. Little Red Riding Hood is overjoyed to have her basket of goodies back. "Thank you, mister," she exclaims. "Now I can take the goodies to my sick grandma." She'll be dead in 5 minutes' time. Wouldn't that be a plot twist? Is she going to leave the screen? Don't know. Let's take a look around. What a lovely little lake. Its sparkling water looks so fresh and clean. I need to see if I can dive in it. A bouquet of flowers. The bouquet of wildflowers is very pretty. The sweet scent is delightful. Why couldn't I just pick my own flowers? Rather than having to take this poor girl's flowers. Can I dive in the lake? I can't do that. Okay, so I'm not sure if you only spawn here, but I said I would do the next column. Let me go over to the right and see if anything changes at Grandma's house. This looks spooky. No, I do not approve of that. There we go. If I walk over here, I get that. But if I go over here, I get this. Eventually. We have a poisoned lake. This lake is foul and stinking. It may be poisoned. All vegetation looks dead around it. Speaking of dead, this is a poisoned lake. Too bad. You die of extreme poisoning. I can't swim out of that one. Okay, let's just go back to the house and see if anything changed. Why would the basket be in the mailbox? Can the wolf still spawn here? Absolutely. That is very funny. Same thing. Same thing again. Okay. Maybe that would change later on, perhaps.